Hello, my dear students, and welcome to your favorite educational YouTube channel, English वाली मैम. So आज हमारी OTT series by day 54 know how to get the perfect score का episode 19 है. And आज के episode में we are going to be reading the poem from our main reader, and the name of the poem is How to Tell Wild Animals. I hope all of you have your textbook handy, and this poem is written by Carolyn Wells. Okay, or Caroline, whatever way you want to pronounce it. Okay, so this particular poem, it's a kind of a funny poem which describes certain attributes of different animals. कि आप जो animals हैं, different animals हैं, उनको कैसे recognize कर सकते हो. So let us quickly read the poem and understand it. So it says, if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. And the word here tawny means yellowish or brownish in color. So, in the first stanza, the poet has described how do you recognize that you've seen an Asian lion? If he roars at you as if you're dying, and it is yellowish brown in color. Alright? And where? Jungles in the east. Second stanza, or if sometime when roaming around, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground. That is, on the yellow skin there are black stripes. Just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. That is, you identify that this is a Bengal tiger. How? That on the yellow skin, on its yellow skin, there are black stripes. Then the poet goes on to say, if strolling forth a beast you view, whose hidden spots is peppered means spread all over, alright, or covered with. As soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is a leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. He will only leap and leap again. Then the poet says, if when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess, he will give you just one more caress. And what is the meaning of the word caress? That is a gentle, loving touch. So again, the poet is somehow trying to be funny here. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. Novice here means inexperienced, and the word nonplus, it describes something which is puzzled or confused. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. So talk about crocodile tears. So he's saying that how do you know it is a hyena or it is a crocodile? If it's a crocodile, it would have tears in his eyes. If it's hyena, it would have a merry smile. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon that you see. So how the poet has described different features of the animals as to how are you going to distinguish between maybe a leopard or a lion or a tiger, okay, or a lizard or a chameleon. Alright, so we've understood the poem. It's a very simple poem, but let us come to the rhyme scheme of the poem. And how do we identify the rhyme scheme? We label the last word of each stanza. Okay, so the first stanza, the last word is chance, so we label it as A. Then the second line, the word east, Does the word east rhyme with chance? No. So we are going to label it as B. Then the word advance in the third line of the first stanza. Does the word advance rhymes with chance? Yes. So the label that chance has got, that is A, we give the same label. And then the word beast, does it rhyme with chance? No. Does it rhyme with beast? Yes, beast, east. So what is the label of, or what is the identification we've given to this word? It's the alphabet B. So this gets the same identification. Dine, does it rhyme with chance? East, advance and beast we already know. So it's a new word. A new word as in it is not rhyming with any of the words which are listed above. So it gets a new alphabet here, C. And dying and line, they are rhyming here. So what is the rhyme scheme? It is A, B, A, B, C and C. Alright, and this is the rhyme scheme that you will see across the poem. Okay, let's have a look at the second stanza. The word round, label it as A. U, does the word U rhyme with round? No, label it as B. The third line of the second stanza, ground, does the word ground rhyme with round? No. Oh, sorry, yes. So we will label it as A. Then U, of course, it's the same, so we label it as B. The word learn does not rhyme with any of the above listed words, so we label it as C. And discern, learn, discern, they rhyme, so we again label it as C. Let's pick up the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth stanza. Okay. Pray, label it as A. Does the word pray rhyme with non-plus? No. So we label it as B. Okay. The third word may, does it rhyme with pray or non-plus? It rhymes with pray. So pray may get the same label as A. Okay. And then non-plus plus does. Okay. Have the same rhyme, label it as B. Then smiles, crocodiles. They are completely different. So the entire poem, you will find the same rhyme scheme, which is A, B, A, B, C and C. A, B, A, B, C, C. Okay, time to turn the board because we are going to be understanding the poetic devices of the given poem. All right. Okay, so the first poetic device that we see in the poem is very evident, which is personification. How do we know that? If we read the first stanza, the first two stanza, the animals are mentioned as he and not it. Let's read. So it says, the first stanza, if ever you should go by chance to jungle in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you. In the second stanza, the fourth line, just notice if he eats you. In the third stanza, so it says it, okay, here it is not personification because here it says it will not, so it is not personified. So two examples of personification I have given you. Okay, one more example of personification. The fourth stanza, it says who hugs you very, very hard. All right. Now let's come to the next poetic device, which is alliteration. Okay, so you'll find several examples of alliteration in the poem. So, for example, if you come to the second stanza, roaming round, r, sound is they're roaming round. This is alliteration. And also, isn't this also an example of consonants? Because the R sound is prominent in this particular line. So you can find examples from the poem, examples of poetic devices which would be overlapping. Then you have enjambment, which is continuation of a sentence without any break. So if you look at the first stanza, it says, and if there should you advance a large and tawny beast. So this is a particular single line which is continued. Alright. Then you also have an example of inversion from the first stanza. The line that I have just, what is the meaning of the word inversion? Inversion is when the the sequence of the words are arranged in a manner that a rhyme is created. So the same line, and if there should to you, all right, wherein the former should have been someone else. Then of course there is another poetic device here, which is repetition. Come to the third stanza. Do you read the last line? What is the last line? He will only lep and lep again. So this lep and lep is an example of repetition. Alright. And then we can find probably another poetic device which is assonance. Okay, which is the vowel sound. So if you look at, all of you can see the board. So if you look at the fourth stanza, it says, you meet a creature there. Me, E sound. The E sound of the vowel sound is very prominent in this particular line. Okay. So that's very simple about this poem. By now, I'm sure you are perfect with how to identify the rhyme scheme of the poem, and of course, you've learned pretty well about the poetic devices as well. Okay, so I want all of you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel English Wali Ma'am and get a perfect score in your board exam. Till then, all the best.